Welcome to the Material Retail Dumps podcast. If you've listened to us before, thanks so much for coming back. If it's your first time listening, welcome. Material Retail Dumps is a short form podcast with brief but valuable content for independent retailers. As business owners, we don't have time for a 30-minute lesson with a ton of banter, so we get straight to the meat of the topic and aim to give you actionable information that will help you optimize your retail operation and make more money every day. Welcome to episode 15. As a retailer, you do 100 things every day. Most likely, the most important thing you do on a day-to-day basis is managing your inventory. While most retailers are expert buyers with an eye for what will sell, few are experts at managing that inventory once it is in store. In this episode, we're going to focus on the inventory that is past the new stage. So let's jump in. When you buy an item and bring it into your store, everyone's excited. Your employees are excited to open the box. You're excited to merchandise it in the front of your store and display it on a mannequin. And if you bought the right thing, your customers are excited when they walk into the store and ask what's new. Those new items are usually your biggest profit generators. They sell at full markup and hopefully they sell quickly. That's the easy part. A quick note is that each store has their own cadence for what new is. If you're in fast fashion, something's only new for maybe 2-3 weeks. If you're a shoe store, maybe items have a few months or even years before they start to age. So a few weeks or months go by and that awesome new item gets replaced by other new items. No buyer is perfect. You will have items that do not sell at full price. Each day that goes by, there's less of a chance that the item will sell. Your customers have already seen it, and if they passed on it once, chances are they'll pass on it again. This leaves the retailer with a choice. You can mark down the item or you can wait. I'm here to make the case that waiting is most likely the wrong answer. It's the answer that is driven by hope. Waiting is driven by the emotional decision that the item you bought will sell at full price because you bought it, right? If you bought it, it must be an awesome item. Well, nobody's perfect. Marking the item down being the other choice is admitting you were wrong. It means you bought the wrong item and you couldn't sell it at full price. That is hard. Nobody likes admitting they're wrong to others, let alone admitting they're wrong to themselves. You've all heard the term business is business. You need to think like that when it comes to managing inventory. You need to think about the present decision in front of you and not the decision you made 2 months ago or 2 years ago when you bought that sweater that isn't selling. At this point, the product is old, it's rotting away in your store, it's losing value, or should I say it's losing cash value each and every day. I was recently speaking to a store owner who had around 100 grand in inventory left from before 2021. Most of it was still at full price or marked down by 10 or 20% at this time. Now, keep in mind this product is 2 years old. That same retailer complained about business being bad and cash being tight. I saw a clear answer that solves the problem. Let's take this $100,000 worth of inventory and mark it down by 70 or 80%, and let's just get $20,000 or $30,000 in cash from that old inventory. We could kill two birds with one stone and set up for a successful next season. With an additional $30,000 in cash, the retailer is no longer at risk of falling behind on bills. With $100,000 worth of bad inventory out of the store, you now have room to display your good items. You have open to buy to go ahead and spend another $15,000 on a new product and sell that at full price, $30,000 or $40,000. You might be thinking that we've actually lost $70,000 because we sold $100,000 worth of old goods for $30,000. That's simply not true. If the merchandise was worth $100,000 to begin with, it would have sold months or years ago at full price. The only thing lost by selling the merchandise at 70% off is the hope that it will sell at full price. A false hope that would not have come true without some divine intervention. So I'll end with this. You must be unemotional about your inventory and markdowns. You have to be ruthless, you have to be aggressive, and you have to really challenge yourself to lose that hope and challenge yourself to think about whether or not that old product should be at full price or just 20% off, or if maybe you should go deep and put that whole group of items at $10. Cash is king, and that definitely rings true in retail. Thanks so much for listening. I'm looking forward to next week.